All right, good peoples. Give me a second. All right, give me a second. All right, good peoples. So if you are paying attention with this and you are using the conversion sheets, I'm gonna be asking you guys to kind of give me what are some of your original conversions. Okay, I'll do this first one so you can kind of understand what I mean. Okay, so we're going to be using proportions to convert each measurement. Okay, we've been working on ratios and proportions for close to about 4 weeks now, going on like 5 weeks. Okay, we got to do the converting units of measurement part of this unit. And then we have to do the percentages, scale drawings, and then we can go to our next thing. Okay, so we really almost are done with this unit, but when I was looking at some of the questions from the check-in test, I did see some that dealt with measurement. Okay, like I was saying, some of these guys y'all are going to have to memorize. As you can see, it's 2 pages worth of conversions, whether you're dealing in length or whether you're dealing in weight. You're not going to have to know all of them, but some of these you're going to have to know, especially some of these that I wrote down on the board. Okay, so this first one is we got to convert 24 feet to yards. Okay, so when you're doing this, the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out what is my original conversion. So, for instance, 1 yard gives you how many feet, good peoples? Good. So that's like your original conversion. So 1 yard equals 3 feet, right? Okay. Then we got 24 feet equals how many yards? So we're going to put feet here. Okay. Now, I've set up a proportion, right? So what's the first thing you got to do when you set up your proportion like this? Come on. You got to cross multiply, right? Which is pretty easy. That's 24 times 1, which is 24, right? And then 24 divided by 3, good. Okay, so that would have given us 8. Okay, so if you're using same strategies, okay, that we've been using, it's gonna make this pretty easy. Like I said, one thing that I try to do, now obviously I kind of flipped it a little bit, right? But one thing that I try to do is put the original proportion or conversion at the top, and that'll help you memorize them as well. Okay. For our next one, we got to convert ounces to pounds. Okay, so we got to think, how many ounces are in a pound? Okay, so that's what we're going to start with first. We're going to say 16 ounces are in 1 pound. Okay, then remember you want to line up your like terms. So ounces is here. We're going to put 96 here. And we got to figure out this blank here. Same thing. You want to cross multiply, right? 96. And then what's 96 divided by 16? Good. Okay. It's really, to be honest, I don't necessarily think this is a hard unit. The hard part is memorizing those original conversions. Okay, and like I said, we'll be working on those for the next couple days. And then for this fourth one, we got millimeters to centimeters. Okay, so you got to think, how many millimeters are in a centimeter? Okay, so we got 10 millimeters to 1 centimeter. Okay, then we're going to keep our 20 millimeters here. Got to figure this out. Same thing, cross multiply, right? Okay, then that's 20 divided by 10, which is what? Somebody said it. Good, so that's kind of easy. Okay, keep it going. So we got liters and milliliters. Somebody give me what's that original conversion. So we got to think how many milliliters are in a liter. Anybody? This one might not be on your conversion sheet, or it might. You say it wouldn't what? Okay, so I'm gonna give you this one. So it is 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Okay, 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So if I put 6 liters here, same thing, cross multiply. Obviously, 6 times 1,000 is 6,000, right? Divided by 1, 6,000. Okay, so let's try to use a little bit of what this word is etymology. What etymology means is kind of like the breakdown of words. When you hear the prefix kilo, how many do you think? Well, what number do you think of when you hear kilo? Y'all know? Go ahead. 1,000. Okay. So when it says how many grams are in a kilogram, you hear kilogram, think thousand. Okay. So for this one, for number 6, we got there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Okay. We're gonna put 9,000 here. We gotta find this blank. Okay. Now that one you probably could have did it in your head, but like I said, I want y'all to get in the habit of setting up your proportions. Okay. Cross multiply. Okay, so 9,000 times 1, that'd be 9,000 divided by 1,000 is 9. Okay, all right, what we think? Yay, nay, not too bad. Okay, these first ones are not, they're pretty easy. Now, when we get to our next ones, we have some where we'll have to double convert. Like, for instance, if it goes from yards to inches. Okay, where we might have to double convert. These are pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys about let's do about 8 minutes or so. Let's see if we can get these 3 and then we'll come back. Okay. Yes, ma'am. On number 5, I might have wrote the wrong one. 16 liters. Oh, I got you. So yeah, I wrote that one down wrong. Let's see. So I wrote that one down wrong. It should be 16. So then that would be 5. Change this to 16 liters. 16 here, so that would have been 16,000. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'll give y'all 8 minutes. See if you can do number 7, 8, and 11. Then we'll come back, see what y'all got. All right, let's try it. Give me a second, fellas. Thank you. Y'all gotta relax. Appreciate it. All right. For this next one, so we got 36 gallons equals how many quarts? Okay. How many quarts are in a gallon, y'all? Okay. So we say 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Okay. We got 36 gallons. Okay, we gotta figure out how many quarts that would be total. Okay, so obviously we gotta cross multiply 36 and 4. What would that give us? Good. 100. So don't divide it. Gotta multiply it. Okay, gotta multiply first and then you divide. So 36 times 4 is 144 divided by 1. That would have been 144 quarts. Okay, I don't know if that's on your conversion sheet, but that's one you're gonna want to know. Okay, 4 quarts are in a gallon. Okay. All right. And then for this next one, we got 2 feet equals how many inches? Okay. So how many inches are in a foot? 12. Okay. So 1 foot is 12 inches, right? Okay. Cross multiply 2 times 12. 24 divided by 1 is 24. Okay. Pretty easy on that one. And then for this last one, for number 11, we got to think how many cups are in a pint? 2. Okay. Okay, not bad. Okay, 1 pint is 2 cups. So if we're trying to figure out how many cups are in 6 pints, cross multiply 6 times 2, 12. And then divide it by 1. Keep that as 12. Okay. All right. Thumbs up if you got those. You got those? Okay, like I said, so the bottom part were for numbers 13 through 24. I'm gonna work on those in a little bit. It'll be a little bit more challenging, but this is pretty much a base. Like I said, one of the biggest things you're gonna want to do is make sure that you are learning some of these conversions, because when you take your EOG, you're not gonna have a conversion sheet. Okay. All right. Pretty good.